Alright, so this is a rule video. Hopefully it's going to be a quick video, I'm not sure, but because a lot of people were asking the same questions and asking me what exactly the rules are of this account, I decided that it was about time I made a rule video. And I will be putting it at the beginning of my playlist before episode 1, so I don't really want to spoil much. I don't think I'm really spoiling anything here, so yeah, it doesn't really reveal anything except for the fact that I do have the full lederhosen outfit. Okay, so the first rule is this is a chunk account, which means I do have to finish all possible tasks within a chunk before I can roll a next chunk, and the next chunk will be rolled at random with help from the chunk picker website. There is a link in the description what I have unlocked so far. Obviously there's massive spoilers there, so have a look at your own risk. So what constitutes as completing a chunk? Basically whatever I can complete at that moment in time. For instance, there is the Ardychunky agility rooftop course here, which is level 90, and obviously I can't do that yet. But just because I unlock something that gives me XP in agility doesn't necessarily mean that I have to absolutely train my agility to level 90, because that would be insane. For instance, an agility shortcut, they give barely any XP. So for instance, the Falador shortcut, that gives about half an XP every single time I use it, and you know, if I unlock that, I would not be prepared to use that until I get to 90 agility. That would be insane. So the rule is, as long as I don't have a primary method to train agility, I will not have to train it. Saying that, if I unlocked something like Drainer agility course, it would take 65,000 laps to get to 90, which would end up being about half a year if I do it every single day. So there will be some exceptions. I would not want to do Drain agility course for half a year to a year, however long it would take. It would take a very long time. I'm not crazy, I'm not insane. For my own sakes and for the sake of releasing regular videos, I would not do something like that. But also saying that, if I was level 10 agility and I got to Drain agility course, I would put a decent amount of effort into it. So for instance, I would get to maybe 50 or 60 agility. Something that's doable but not too insane. Okay, moving on. Quests. They are included in do everything possible in the chunk. As long as there is clue steps that I can do within a newly unlocked chunk, I have to do those, not clue steps, quest steps. I will have to do those quest steps. Clues. As long as I have the chunk unlocked to do the clue, or the items to do it, I can do clues. No problem. Obviously, early on, I'm not going to be able to do many clues, if any at all, unless I spend like 2 days clue juggling. In the starting gear, I cannot bring anything with me from the tutorial island. That means I start without a pickaxe, without an axe, without any of that. Random events. I can do random events. As you can see, I'm wearing the full lederhosen outfit. Even if they take me somewhere else, I can do that. It's fine. I will show you guys when a random event takes me somewhere that unlocks a new music track, just so you know that that's why the music track is unlocked for when I actually do unlock that chunk. Player-owned houses. I can own a house, no problem. As long as I have the entrance unlocked, for instance, in Rimington, that's fine. I can do that. Pets, I can insure my pet over here. I'm not sure what she called, but I can do that. That's an exception, just because pets are so damn rare. Oh, what's going on here? Am I under arrest? What the hell? Okay. Oh, there was even one underneath me. Okay. Achievements. I have to do achievements. Whatever achievements I can do, I have to do those before moving on to the next chunk. And when I unlock new chunks and new items to do previous achievements, I have to go back and do it. It'll be a bit hard to track it all, but so there may be times where I miss achievements or where I miss grinds that I should be doing, because there is a lot in this, just in this first chunk, which are gonna last me quite a while actually, even after I've unlocked several chunks. Bosses. I have to kill all soloable bosses until I've got all their unique item drops, minus pets, just because they've got such a high drop rate. As soon as I unlock a chunk that has a boss in it, I do have to go and attempt that boss. I will be showing you guys every single time I attempt the boss first. If I die to that boss with no clear way of being able to kill it, I then have to carry on with rolling new chunks, and then I have to go back and kill that boss as soon as I am able. For instance, with the fight caves. If I don't have access to prayer potions before I unlock Karamja Volcano, I will go attempt Jad. Obviously I'll fail because you need prayer to kill Jad. If I fail, I will have to then go back as soon as I have access to prayer pots and better combat gear. I will be doing raids at some point, well that's probably after, because another one of my big goals is to unlock every single chunk possible. And after I've unlocked all the chunks, I'll probably do something like go for every unique in all the raids and whatnot, and go for all the skill capes, which is just basically getting 99 in every skill. Alright, I think that covers most rules. I'll probably missed something out, but you know, that will be explained in future videos if I ever come across something. And I also have some frequently asked questions I have here from one of my clanchat clannies. If you guys want to join, just join Ardychunky. Some of these questions might have already been answered by the rules, some might not have, but I'll go through them anyway. I'll answer them anyway. The first question is, how do you look at random events? Do you do all of them, or only the events that are not teleporting you away from your chunks? I do all of them. Even if they teleport me away from my chunks, I will still do them. That does of course mean I will unlock the music track for that chunk. If you unlock a port, does it unlock the receiving ends as well? It unlocks the ability to unlock them. So for instance, if I unlock Port Sarim, I then can have the ports in Zaya unlockable. They will not be unlocked straight away, but in a future chunk roll will give me the ability to unlock it. Which also brings me to another point about teleporting. I can only teleport to somewhere if I have the teleport unlocked. If I have unlocked that chunk already. So for instance, just because I have access to, I don't know, Camelot teleport, that doesn't mean that Camelot is unlocked, and it doesn't mean that I can unlock that chunk. How do dungeons work for your account? Is unlocking the entrance enough to unlock the entire cave? Yes, the answer is yes. As long as I have the entrance unlocked, I can then go explore the entire cave, but I cannot leave the dungeon from a different entrance that goes into a different chunk. I first need that chunk to be unlocked. I cannot have that chunk unlockable just because the dungeon leaves into that chunk. Will I potentially leave my chunk if somebody gets a maxed account or 99 if they're not able to do so in your chunk? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't really see any reason as to why nobody could come to my chunk. It's a fairly accessible place. If they're free to play, and for some reason getting a 99 or a maxed account on free to play, I'm sure I will have a free to play chunk unlocked soon. So I'm gonna go with no, just because I don't really see any reason why somebody couldn't come to my chunk. And I don't really want to unlock more than is necessary. Will I work with a reward system? Do I receive an extra chunk if I get a 99 quest cape, diary cape, etc.? No, I don't. I think that would unlock too much too fast. Will I be making another account with less or more restrictions to create more content? It has come to mind, just simply because the grinds on this are so long, that I would like to do another series at some point. But right now, no, because running 2 accounts at the same time might be too stressful and too much effort. But I will see. Maybe once I get more popular, more subscribers, say more than 1,000, I might do it. just so you guys get more videos from me. Do I have an end game goal? Yes, I believe I went over them in the rules. Basically, I want to get every unique drop from every sellable boss, and I want to unlock all the chunks. After I've unlocked all the chunks and I've had all the unique drops from every boss, I will go for the skill caves and every unique drop from the raids. Will I ever leave Ardychunky? Is it just a starting chunk or a permanent restriction? It's just a starting chunk. I started here simply because everyone else making chunk accounts started in Lumbridge, and I thought it would be a good idea to start here just so the paths would be unlocked. And honestly, from Ardychunky, from what I've noticed, there's so many different directions your chunks can go compared to Lumbridge. Lumbridge, you can either go to Draenor or Varrock or the desert. Ardychunky, you can go to Karamja, you can go to Remington, Falador, you can go north to the fishing guild, you can go south to the ogres and the fishing trawler, you can go west to the underground pass and the elfland, etc. There's so many different ways you can go, including Cafferby. You know, there's just a lot you can do compared to Lumbridge. Plus, it's unique from the others. Which skill seems like the hardest / easiest? Which grind do you look forward to? And which skills do you dread the most? I'm looking forward to agility the most, but only if I unlock Brimhaven Agility Arena. I think for that reason I will keep my agility at level 1 until I unlock Brimhaven Agility Arena, just because that place has some very fun childhood memories, and I would not mind spending 300 plus hours there to get to level 90 agility. As for dreading the most, smithing. Just because it's such a horribly outdated skill, and 85 smithing is for Runite, which you only need 40 defense for, and there's so much more content after Runite that it's just ridiculous that it hasn't been reworked yet, and it takes so long, especially as an Iron Man, to level it up, and then even more so with restrictions. You'll see later on what I'm talking about. Do I have a Patreon? No, not yet. I don't feel it's right to open a Patreon while I've got so few subscribers. Maybe in the future, when I've got a lot more subscribers. Do I have a home world in case somebody wants to have a chat outside of CC and or Discord? I do not have a home world. No, I just play in whatever world the game plops me in. If it's too laggy, I'll swap worlds to a lower ping world. Usually I stick to German worlds because they have the lowest ping for me. And saying that, I do have a CC, which is Ardychunky. I'm not sure if I've advertised it yet already. And I do have a Discord, which will be in the link, which will be in the description before, in the form of a link. I didn't say that right, but whatever, I'm not repeating myself. Will I allow myself to get a house, and how will I handle it? Yes. I believe I said that in the rules. I will allow myself to get a house. And how will I handle it since my base house is in Remington? If I'm lucky enough to unlock Remington, that's great, but I can't move my house until I have access to the ability to move my house. I'm not sure if the estate agent over here gives the ability to move the house, or if that's just in Varrock. But basically, I can't enter my house until I have unlocked a chunk, which gives me access to it, even if it's a chunk with a portal in it that I haven't got it set to. Will I allow myself to do Druid Ritual and Rune Mystery? If not, how will you handle missing skills, and would it impact my endgame goals? No, I won't. Simply because there are other ways of obtaining potions, which I think makes it a bit more exciting than just going, oh, well, I'm just going to live on my herbal or no problem. You know, the whole point of a chunk account is to theorize and think, oh, how can I do this? How can I collect this? How can I get that? As for Rune Mysteries, no, the only thing it impacts is the Ardychunky Easy Diaries, which gives me one of the tasks is to teleport to the Rune Essence with the wizard guy up in that house there. But I can still craft runes and whatnot, so it's fine. Alright, I believe that covers mostly everything that you guys have been asking me. If you're new to the series, please consider leaving a subscribe. If not, watch some episodes and then make up your mind. It's fine. And please leave a like. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.